out to a major tournament, I definitely encourage you to really get out there and enjoy yourself, because it's a great time at these events. You're going to meet a lot of awesome people. You're going to meet a lot of cool personalities, and then you're just going to meet people who you never really thought you cared to know, but they're going to end up becoming some of your best friends, you know? And if you come to an event and you see me, please be sure to say hi.
Yeah. And that's the best way to improve, too. You get such a huge pool of people to play against and to learn from.
Yeah.
That it's unbeatable experience from going to a major like this.
Absolutely. You know, when you have 900 people at an event hailing from all different types of regions, or all different regions rather, you get to experience a lot of different styles, a lot of different quirks in people's gameplays, tips and tricks that people are going to bring you that they discovered that, you know, nobody else knew. And I told you Bowser Jr. was not a rare character.
Apparently not. Llany with the Larry here up against Spidey's Ryu.
At least not rare at Frostbite.
And that is part of the appeal, was that low-tier hero award. You know, all these lower-tier characters that maybe don't do the best in terms of the rest of the bracket still have that competition to see who can get the farthest.
But Raid Spidey is putting hands on Llany right now.
Yeah. And that was actually a really important interaction to see there. He true shoryukened out of the cart, so Llany really has to be careful with how he approaches with that side B cart.
I think it's Raid Spidey that really has to be careful not to get carried away.
That is
Getting
true.
blasted up right there. Big Hammer is going to come out and knock him off the stage. Really make him think twice about counting his stocks before they convert. Nice jab to beat out that forward smash here. And I'm looking for a Shoryuken. He's also looking for a Shoryuken, and a Shoryuken has been found. Tie game for the most part. Big damage potential right here. We're just going to see a jab.
Llany is landing with the down air a lot, and it's safe if you land on the player and if you're hitting them, but if you do not, it does not auto-cancel.
Right.
We've seen 2 really big punishes from Spidey on Llany because of that. So he really has to be careful with his down air usage.
A little bit greedy with the focus there. Tries to go for it again, still very greedy, expecting his opponent simply not to react to the situation. 3 rolls in a row, finds his car, but the fireball will break through. Low shield, but D-tilt into up B is going to be big damage coming out. That's going to be a little bit of a lead for Ryu. Mecha Koopas, however, gonna rack back up that damage. Oh, very greedy.
Risky.
Very greedy. Oh! And he comes out empty-handed, puts all his chips on black, but all he's gonna see is red right there as he gets his lights knocked out by Larry. That up smash gonna do him in. Again, the nerves, the tournament pressure, crumpling these players' mentalities, telling them, I have to go for this, and letting the fear of the match infect their gameplay. You know, if he would have just found a grab there, found a pressure string. Ryu has some of the best shield pressure of anyone in the entire game. Start up tilting that shield, and he's really going to find that his opponent's in a world of hurt. If he eventually can confirm a shield stab up tilt into a Shoryu, it would have been the same thing, except it would have been the other person dead.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's weird to see, too, because that whole game, it seemed like Spidey was being very, very defensive with his Shoryu. He was waiting out the option from Llany first, and then throwing it out. But in that case, he just rushed in for the aggressiveness.
Yeah, it was a 60% hit rate. I mean, 66% hit rate, not counting the upbeat to the edge. 2 out of 3 hit, but he got very greedy with that final one right there, and very, very costly. We're into the next game. Let's see if he's learned from his mistakes. Finds the edge guard, finds a back air, looking for some pressure here. I love it. He doesn't even bother trying to platform pressure him from underneath. He just beats him on the platform. He says, I want to keep fighting. A true contender. All right, both players taking their time with the projectiles, showing he's not exactly sure how to interact with these Koopa cars because he's been getting hit by these Mecha Koopas quite often. Forward smash, as we mentioned earlier, low cooldown. A
really odd interaction with the Mecha Koopas. You really have to know the timing of picking them up or just avoiding them. And if you're not used to that, and like we said earlier, Bowser Jr. not the most common character, so if you're not used to something like that, you really do have to figure out mid-set, and these best of 3 are not the easiest time frames to figure stuff like that out.
Yeah, absolutely not. You're going to take some unnecessary damage, give up a lot of positions that you may not really want to give up. Ooh! Puts him right there in the knee.
Now we see Llany, the patient one. I feel like in game one, or at least the start of game one, it was Spidey being the more patient player.
Llany getting cornered here, but Ryu does not box him into that corner. He gave him space to come back on the stage, and Llany took it. He took it and ran with it, getting himself a cross up into a back air. Rage Spidey answering right back.
Yep, immediately. And that's important for mentality too. If you lose that first stock to immediately then even up the stock count is huge. Keeps you in the game mentally and allows you to continue on and maybe win the game. But right now, Llany, so much damage.
Yeah. Lots of traps coming out from Bowser Jr. Oh, it canceled the focus there, and that was going to cost him.
We see Llany using the forward air from Bowser Jr. kind of similarly to Diddy's forward air. Just space out your opponent, not allowing them to approach at all.
Rage Spidey on a rampage with his pressure right now, but not able to get any solid conversions. Did I speak too soon? Good connection there, 4-hit combo.
He's going to wait until the landing. Goes to the ledge, very smart from Llany.
Oh, the balloon.
Saving
rigged.
perhaps Spidey's
Rigged.
life.
It's a conspiracy.
Now Spidey is looking for the Shoryuken. He's looking for those openings.
I think he's looking to spike him. He's looking to send him straight down to the death line. He's been jumping out with neutral airs, down airs over and over again in these types of situations. We see he's trapping the opponent on the ledge. Nice roundhouse.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's definitely looking to spike him, bro. Oh no, not like this.
If you're swinging a hammer, you cannot grab the ledge.
I'm pretty sure he just wanted to land on the stage with a cross up there, but he miscalculated the distance, and that's going to be it for that game. Of course, he was able to take the first game, so this brings us into game 3 there. But he's going to have to do all that work all over again and try and really close it out. And that's going to put Rage Spidey in striking distance for a set win.
Another very close game 3 set here. We've seen a lot of them recently.
Focus not going to do too much to the multi-hit of that down air, which does have really good follow-ups. Nice aerial string coming out here from Llany, using Larry's up air to great effect, and the forward air also to cover a lot of space and a lot of options.
Spidey is not able to get back onto stage. 81% already taken.
He finally finds a little something to help him out. Manages a 13, get himself some stage position, and he's just not sure how to deal with this Mecha Koopa. So you know what? He says, screw it, I'm going in.
Yeah,
you see the roll back there. I don't know if I really agreed with that one too much. I want to see him close this distance, put the pressure on, and put Ryu to work the way that Ryu goes to work.
He needs to find an opening first, though. Mecha Koopa does have a lot of ending lag. The first active frame is something like 63 or 4. Yeah. So you do have a lot of time to punish it if you can jump over the initial Mecha Koopa coming out. We haven't seen that quite from Spidey yet, but it was close to punishing it in that one situation.
Yeah, we saw him have a lot of confidence in the very beginning of the first game, where it kind of looked like he was going to run away with it before he started getting a little too overzealous. But he finds himself there. As soon as he decides to go in and put hands on him, that's when he can close out the stock. He did a much better job there. But again, like we saw in game 2, an answer right back, and the crowd has started to heat up a little bit. The noise is starting to escalate, and the volume is starting to roar. Good combo right there from Llany. Ryu, 18-37. He just kicks so hard. It's like he's from another world.
With just a few hits, it evens up, 5 or 6 hits from Larry here. His Mecha Koopas are doing so much work.
And they are. He clearly does just not understand how to negotiate them correctly. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's the Frostbite special. Get your opponent off the stage and throw them into the blast zone. That's going to be Rage Spidey advancing to the next round. Llany getting dunked off the edge of Smashville right there.
Kind of gave up on the Shoryuken, just say, I can spike you instead.
That's it.